2.8, part 6. So here it wants us to evaluate the expression for the given values. So it wants us to take the numbers, plug it into the equation, and see what we get. So let's do number 22. It wants to evaluate x minus 2 divided by y when x equals 8 and y equals 2. So again, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to take 8 and plug it in for x. I'm going to take 2 and plug it in for y, and then we'll simplify. So I plug in 8 for x, I'm going to have 8 minus 2. If I plug in 2 for y, I'm going to have 2 on the bottom. Okay. Remember our order of operations? This fraction bar splits it into two problems. So we need to start with the top. 8 minus 2 is 6. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. Right, number 24. So same thing. I want you to plug 1 in for x. And notice that there are two places here. And it wants me to plug in 15 for y. So we start by plugging in our numbers. So 3 times 1 plus 15. I plugged in my x value and my y value divided by 1. Okay, order of operations, we start with the top. We start with multiplication. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 15 divided by 1. We continue simplifying the top. 3 plus 15 is 18. And 18 divided by 1 is 18. Let's look at number 25 last here. So it's the same thing as number 24. It wants us to take the two numbers and plug it in and solve. I'll do it up here so I have some room. So I plug in x. So 10 minus 2 times 8 over 1/3. We simplify the top. 10 minus 2 times 8 is 16. We continue simplifying. 10 minus 16 is negative 6. This here is a fraction inside a fraction. So remember, when we do this, we need to write it like it looks. So negative 6 divided by 1/3. We put 6 over 1 to make it a fraction also. To divide fractions, we flip the second one and then multiply. So we'll leave the first one the same and flip the second one. When I do the math here, negative 6 times 3 is negative 18 divided by 1, which is negative 18. Okay, so what I'm doing in review here is taking the numbers and plugging them into my equation and then simplifying. At this point, you're going to stop and do section 2.5, 2.8, check point 6.